New Mexico Governor Susana Martinez, who was widely suspected of being perhaps a potential VP candidate for Donald Trump, now skipping out on Donald Trump's rally in Albuquerque there tonight.
No, I will not. I'm really busy, and I'm the governor of New Mexico, and I'm really focused on what's going on here in New Mexico.
All right, Governor Jan Brewer joins us to discuss. Governor Brewer, I got to tell you, you see a lot of elected officials over the last couple of weeks on the Republican side who've surrounded to come to grips to terms with the fact that Donald Trump is a nominee. In fact, many of them enthusiastically jumping on the Trump train. Governor Martinez is considered a VP pick, and now she's skipping this event tonight. What do you make of that?
Well, I personally was disappointed to hear that. I don't know how busy her schedule is, but I would think as the chairman of the National Republican Association and you got your nominee in town, you could make time to go see him. I will tell you this, I've got relatives in New Mexico, in Santa Fe and Albuquerque, and they arrived at the convention center about 8 hours ago, very excited, and they told me that they had never seen so many people there in the Albuquerque center there. So lots of excitement going on. Yeah,
perhaps Martinez may regret this. I know, obviously, she's sending a message, but I'm just not 100% sure what the message is.
Well, you know, I know governors are really busy, but, you know...
Yeah, I know. They're not that busy, though. To your point, come on. This is a hell of an event. I mean, what else are you going to do in Albuquerque on a Tuesday night? No disrespect to our fans in Albuquerque, but this is special, isn't it?
I think it's really special. I would have loved to have been there myself. Had I been available or been asked, I would have shown up.
Hey, let me ask you about these ads going after Bill Clinton. A lot of... old school political thinking is that this has gone too far. New school political thinking says this is just the beginning and it's going to get a lot uglier than this. But is anything off limits?
You know, elections, I don't think ever is anything is off limits. I've ran a few campaigns, 24 of them to be exact, and they throw everything they possibly can at you. You know, we are who we are, and if you start throwing, then somebody's going to throw back. So I think we've just begun. But I think that Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton absolutely should be held accountable for their behavior, starting when he was the Attorney General in Arkansas, and all this indiscretions that he committed. You know, we've got Juanita Broaddrick, Paula Jones, Monica Lewinsky, just to mention a few, and there's a long list of them. There's
no doubt the name. The list goes on and on, Governor, but I just want to jump in and ask, is Hillary then, are you suggesting, or the suggestion has been made, that she enabled, perhaps, you know, by enabling Bill Clinton to do these things? She wasn't the wife, the grieving wife who was supporting her husband, but she was something a lot more sinister, and she makes for the wrong representative for women and feminism.
Absolutely, and she's the one that's always espousing the vitriol, if you will, that, you know, I'm a woman, women ought to be recognized, anybody that's been abused should have a voice, and then she takes it upon herself to enable Bill Clinton and to tap down these women, intimidating them, taking their jobs. It was just outrageous, and she doesn't blink an eyelash. Yeah. It's outrageous. People should know, and they should remember. I mean, I've lived long enough. I remember all the scandals.
Well, I want to ask you one final thing. Even though Susana Martinez isn't jumping on the Trump train, a lot of the GOP elite donors are. Almost every single day we hear about another billionaire jumping on. And earlier today, Donald Trump met privately with Woody Johnson. Of course, he's the owner of the New York Jets. It looks like Woody Johnson's going to start to donate. Our friend Wilbur Ross, who comes on this show quite often, looks like he's going to start donating. He was a Jeb Bush backer. Donald Trump's going to need $1.5 billion. What do you make of the fact that these real deep-pocketed GOP establishment types now starting to see the light?
Well, I'm very grateful. I think that they've chosen to get on the bandwagon with all of us and to make America great again. Bottom line is that they can't disagree with him on too many things. I mean, he wants to bring the economy back. He's going to be a job creator. Those kinds of things are important to everybody on all walks of life, on both sides of the aisle, I might mention. Those are the issues.
All right. Well, Governor Brewer, Susana Martinez probably off the VP list. I think you're still on it. A lot of people rooting for you. Thanks a lot for coming on the show tonight.